In this episode of Guns and Gadgets, I want to talk about the games politicians play and how they utilize things like mass shootings to affect gun rights. Sit by and watch this episode of Guns and Gadgets if you want to learn more. Hey everybody, welcome back to Guns and Gadgets, your premier source for Second Amendment news. First off, before I even get started, today is World Autism Awareness Day. It is April 2nd, 2021. And as a father of children with autism, I want to just say to those out there that have autism in their families, I understand the struggle and I know it's tough. And because of you and the struggles you endure, your children are hopefully having a brighter future. So my hats are off to all of those in the families, as well as those who help care in the service community. Without you guys and gals out there, it would be a lot harder, so thank you. So with that said, I want to draw our attention to just how easy it is for a politician or politicians in a state, or even at the federal level, to utilize a tragedy by some madman or mad woman to affect the rights of everybody else in the state. And this just happened this week, 2 days ago. Georgia had a bill, House Bill 218, and it passed the Senate this week on Monday. And that vote was pretty convincing too. It was 34-18, and it went to the House. The problem is Georgia's legislative session ended Wednesday, so the House would have had to take it up Monday afternoon, evening, all day Tuesday, or all day Wednesday, but that didn't happen. And I'll tell you why in a second. But House Bill 218, there was a lot to it. I'll go over a couple of things that the bill did. It would grant recognition universally to those Georgia residents who had concealed carry permits from other states, like a Utah permit or a Florida permit. It also would have directed the Georgia Attorney General to be required to go into a reciprocity agreement with any state that requested a formal reciprocal agreement. That's when one state formally agrees to recognize the other. So say Maine would contact the Georgia AG's office and say, look, we would like a formal agreement where Maine will recognize the Georgia concealed carry permit and vice versa. Georgia will recognize Maine's. Pretty simple. Shouldn't even be part of the process anyway, because my rights don't stop at dotted lines on a map, but that's, yeah. The bill also would have prevented or prohibit the politicians in Georgia from restricting rights of gun owners and weapon owners during a declared emergency. That would include confiscating firearms a la New Orleans police of Katrina, or restricting the carry during a specially declared emergency, or discriminating against gun stores, which we saw a lot of states do during COVID-19. So like I said, it passed through the Senate this week on Monday. It was a pretty popular bill in the state of Georgia. It was going to pass the House, from what I'm told. House Speaker David Ralston, R-A-L-S-T-O-N, who's a Republican, and I'll have his information down below, especially if you live in Georgia. You're going to want to reach out to this cat. Well, he decided he wasn't going to take it up for a vote because of the recent shootings in Atlanta. And here's his quote. He said, "Frankly, I thought we needed to be very, very sensitive to any gun legislation. We're less than 2 weeks out from 2 major mass killings. That heightens my level of sensitivity on that." Newsflash, politician boy, your level of sensitivity doesn't mean diddly squat when it comes to violating the rights of Americans. Our rights supersede your sensitivity. Sorry. Another thing that bill would have done was to force local governments, municipalities, cities, and towns to hold annual auctions every 12 months. And that would be auctioning off any weapons that came into that PD's possession, regardless of how it got there. Now, going back to the sensitive snowflake Ralston, he said also that the House has shown strong support for the Second Amendment over the years. So I guess that means we're going to put that on pause. We've done good in the past, but, oogie boogie, so we're not going to do it this time. But I'm going to give him credit on this one. To his credit, in response to the bill not coming up for the final vote by the close of business Wednesday, 2 days ago, he said this, and I quote it, "I'll take any criticisms that come and we'll deal with it. There's always another day to talk about these things." end quote. So I'm going to have the contact information for him and his sensitivity issues down below, and ask you, especially if you live in Georgia, to reach out to this person. House Speaker David Ralston has decided he's not going to put forth a bill to further protect the rights, the Second Amendment rights of the citizens of Georgia, because he'd be afraid of the noise that would come should he take that up for vote. And that is how politicians utilize mass shootings to further restrict the rights of citizens. It's very easy to see. He's even said that's why he didn't bring it up for a vote, because of what a criminal did 2 weeks earlier. So, guys and gals, I don't know his record. I don't know him personally. Maybe he or somebody in his office even watches our videos here, but I'll tell you what, it's actions like that, he needs to be voted out. If he's going to let the noise stop what he's been hired to do, to represent all of the rights of the citizens of Georgia, then maybe he's not fit for the job. So reach out down below. Maybe you love him, maybe you don't. Let's hear a comment or two from, especially from people in Georgia, don't live in Georgia. Pass this along, please. Like I said, the shadow ban here on the YouTube side has been huge since January, and if you could hit the thumbs up, that'll help. If you can share it, that'll even help more, and comment down below lets YouTube know that people actually like to watch the videos here, and that means a lot. So until we see each other again, be safe, stay vigilant, carry a weapon. I'll see you on the next one, and hopefully we don't have more politicians like this. Wishful thinking. Take care, everybody.